Yes, Belgium. So centuries ago, like in the late 1700s, Belgium declared that it would always be a neutral country. So then, when Germany invaded it, but you see, then in the 1870s, before that, Germany was a bunch of individual states. The biggest one was Prussia. So then Prussia led all the small German states to invade two French states, like right here or something. And then they united it, and then Prussia united all the German states and brought those French states in to become the country of Germany. So then, ever since then, France has always been angry at Germany. So they built a huge wall of defenses on their German border right here. Like right here. And the wall was very well defended. So Germany decided to just go around it and invade Belgium. And then the United Kingdom got mad because, like I said, Belgium had always been... had declared itself to always be a neutral country in wars, and neutral country in fervor wars. So, United Kingdom or England, or Britain, or whatever you want to call it, declared war on Germany, and then Germany invaded France, and France declared war on Germany. So then you see, France, as you can tell, is a big country, Europe standards. So, how to put this? So then Germany, at the beginning of the war, they moved quickly and were close to Paris, and the French government and around 1 million Parisians evacuated the city in fear it would be invaded, and it almost was, but then the Germans were forced to retreat a little bit, and Paris was saved. So until the end of the war, it would be a long, bloody fight in the French northeastern countryside. However, the land that the Germans seized, right around here and all of that stuff, right here, that was most of France's. Are you videotaping this?
Yes. Go ahead.
Who cares? They took control of most of France's industrial countryside, which was bad for the country because most of their industries are in German hands now. There. And also uniforms. So centuries before this, countries would wear like bright red uniforms, like how for long times Britain, like, what's an example? Like the Revolutionary War, Britain wore bright red uniforms, and they were called redcoats or something. However, then in like the 1880s or something, they changed to like camouflage so that they would be better hidden. However, and so that gave them an advantage in the war. Same with Germany. So, however, France still wore like red and blue uniforms. So, which got them killed easily because they're using trench warfare, and trench warfare is where you dig trenches into the ground and then the land in between. So, here's an example. These two lines are enemy trenches, and they're not just straight lines; they're like really parallel lines, like this and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And a bunch of backup trenches back here. And then in between this land, here and here, is called no man's land. Because they were fighting over who got control of that land. So it was no man's land because no one really had control over it officially. Because they're, fighting over it. Ouch! You put that basket there. I'm trying to teach you. What is my reading lip book doing right here? So, like I was saying.
So when did the war end?
World War I ended on the 11th hour, the 11th day, the 11th month of 1918. So in November. on the 11th day, on the 11th hour.
That's Veterans Day, November 11th.
It's also Armistice Day. And also, as you can see, it is 2018. That means in November, on the 11th hour, the 11th day, the 11th month, which would be November 2018, World War I would have officially ended 100 years ago.
Wow.
The First World War in November will have ended 100 years ago.
That's incredible.
Now what do you want to know?
When did World War II start?
World War II started
Wasn't it?
on September 1st, 1939. Ironically, it ended on September 2nd, 1945, after the United States of America nuked Japan and Nagasaki, and I forget the name of the other city. Actually, interesting fact. The other city, not Nagasaki, the other city, which his name I can't remember, some Japanese name, wasn't actually the original target. They were going to hit a town called like Cashew or something. However, it was too foggy and the pilot couldn't see where his target was, or wonder, some sort of weather thing. So then he had to fly over to the other city's name and nuke that city instead.
Oh.
And actually, the two nukes were different kinds of models using two atoms. Because they had so much built up power inside these atoms. So when the nuke went down, when it hit down, anyone caught outside was immediately vaporized. 3 syllables. Waves of fire were blasted out, completely destroying any structure in its way. And it formed a mushroom cloud above the city. So if you want a cloud that looks like a mushroom, go to a nuclear factory and ask them to, do something. So then, yes, and back then most of the Japanese buildings were made of wood. So the waves of fire were very efficient, like this. Wood, fire, and then what the?
Wait, where is Dunkirk at, that battle?
Dunkirk was where 300,000 or 500,000 British troops were evacuated from the French coast as the Germans were moving in. Some historians believe that the Germans thought that they could destroy the British from air, so they parked their tanks outside. However, if they moved in, they actually could have destroyed them.
Yeah, but where is it at on the map?
Dunkirk. I think it's somewhere either around here or here. I don't know exactly. So then, a huge fleet of British merchant ships and stuff, called Project Dynamo, ordered by Churchill. Winston Churchill, who was the new Prime Minister of England, went and rescued all their troops and ferried them back to England. Now, another very important. Now, how the war started. Hey, can I erase all this stuff? Because this was mostly from World War I.
You look like you're a teacher.
Because I am a teacher. I should get a job as like a history professor somewhere.
Yeah, be good at it. Well, they don't make very much money.
It can be like a side job.
Yeah. You can probably start next week.
Okay, then. Now, a difference between World War I and World War II. Hey, Mom, can we put the video on pause? I need to